Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for those who are new, my name is the Eclectic Witch. So I post monthly tarot readings for the star signs, pick-a-pile tarot readings and witchy related content as well. So welcome to this video. And for my returning subscribers, I want to thank you so much for your subscribes, your shares, your likes. It really helps me to keep creating content that I love so much as well. Okay, so today's video is going to be about energy cords and the energy that we form with other people and with other situations. So if we want to cut away an energy cord, or if we want to release an energetic bond with another person or a situation, this is the video that's going to help you do that today. But first and foremost, I want to state, before you do this spell or this ritual, it is really important to know that you have to be completely done with this situation on so many levels, mentally, emotionally, physically. You have to be really done before you do this, because A, it probably won't work. B, this ritual, this spell could really bring up a lot of emotions that reveal itself in this situation with this person, and you might be really bringing up a lot of healing and stuff that you may not be quite ready to move through yet. So I really recommend to go through the stages of healing first with a Reiki practitioner, with a counselor, with anyone that is going to help you first to move through the stages of healing that you need to do before you do this ritual, because it's powerful. I'm just going to say this right now. It's a really powerful ritual and you need to be ready before you do it, okay? So I just want to state that first. But I'm really happy to show you what it's all about, and it will help with the healing process that you have formed this attachment, an unhealthy attachment with someone or something. And this is a good way to really go through that healing process to help release the bonds and release the ties from this situation. So it's really important that you're ready first. Okay. All right. So getting started. Okay. As you can see in front of me here, I've got two candles. So you can see I've got a green candle and I've got a red candle. All right, and you can see that I've tied some string between the two candles. So this is representative of an energetic cord or an energetic bond between a situation or a person here. So I've got the knot in the middle here. What I like to think about this bond, this energetic cord, is that what happens is with energy. Okay, so if you think about energy for a second, because really understanding energy first is going to help you with this ritual today. It's going to help you with performing this spell so that you're knowing what you're actually doing here. So if we think about energy, we are all made up of energy as living beings, plants, animals, and energy is us all the time. We're walking around, we're full of energy, we give our energy to different situations. So with energy cords, so if you think about this person here, for example, this is the person we want to let go of, this is the person that we no longer want to have an attachment to. So they're walking around with their energy. And what they do every day is one of their energy cords will come out when they're having a conversation with somebody. So especially if it's somebody new, they've just formed an energetic cord or bond right there. But say they don't see that person again, and what eventually happens is the energy cord just starts to dissipate and it goes back to the person, and their energetic cord that they've come out with will also sort of retreat and go back to that person. So they don't really have that bond anymore. Okay, so if we think about that, So say this is you, and say this is the person that you've created an energetic bond with. All right, so this is you, this is the other person. Say it's a relationship. So their cord has come out here and your cord has come out as well. So there's a tie in the middle to represent this bond that you have with this person. So say you have a relationship with this person. So you've got this really strong relationship and their cord's out, your cord's there, and it just strengthens and strengthens and strengthens over time. So it's a really strong bond that you have. So your emotional feelings are invested in this and their emotional feelings are invested in this, and it gets stronger and stronger. So if we think about energy and how it can't be destroyed nor created from the first law of thermodynamics, it cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred or changed from one form to the next. So if this is out there and it's really strong, we can't destroy this connection. So, but what we can do is we can change the connection, or we can send back the energy. But we can't do that until we've healed from whatever situation has happened between these two people. So say this person here has done something really horrible to you, like they've betrayed your trust, and maybe they've gone off and cheated on you or something like that. So your trust is really, really hurt here. Really, really hurt. So you're like, okay, I want you to move out of the house. Say you're living together. I want you to move out of the house. And they're going, I can't move out yet. First I have to find a place. So if you go ahead and do this ritual and you do this spell and like, I want to cut this energetic cord, first of all, they're still in your living space. They're still in your house, or the house that you've built together, or the house that you've moved into together and you've been living in for a while. So you can't cut this bond away yet because they're still in your energy space. So we all have an energy space that's around us, and our energy is also connected to objects and things, and it's because we've set an energy in our space. So we can't go ahead and go cut away that energy yet. It's just not possible yet to do that. Okay, so, but say this person moves out of the house and you've got your space back in that, and you've sort of moved through, you've done some counseling, maybe you've done some Reiki healing. But say for a while, like they've been out of your life for a while and you're like, oh, I'm really done with them. I don't have any feelings towards them anymore, and I've done, my steps of grieving the relationship. Then I would say, okay, now we're ready to get to the energy sending back and energy changing part. So your attachment to them can change to the situation as well. So this is where we come to with our spell, our ritual. All right, so I like to think of this as the bond that is tying you guys together. So what we want to do is create a really healthy bond to this situation or to this person, and restore it to a healthy energy, and then you can send it back. So sending back their energy cord back to them. So, okay, I just had to go get my piece of paper because I forgot it. Okay, so what I like to do is just going to get a piece of paper out. So when we're doing this ritual, I like to prepare with, I'm going to light some incense. So a cauldron is a really good idea because you can really do this spell and this ritual a lot of justice with a cauldron. So if you have one, or I know it's an investment to go out and get one, but look, I use this little cauldron all the time and it really, really helps me. So I'm going to burn this charcoal disc here in my cauldron. and just get that prepared and get that ready. Okay, so that's just going to go and burn away for a little bit there. Just trying to tighten this up there. Okay, so with the candles here, what I've done is I've anointed the candles with some protection oil that I've made myself. So anything that's got really beautiful, energetic, protective properties in the oil is really good to anoint your candles first, because we want to bring in a lot of protection into this ritual. And also what I would do is, while I'm burning my incense, is I'm going to start to call in my goddesses, my gods, or my guides, or sorry, this is oh, this is intense. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm going to call in my goddesses, my gods, my guides. So anyone or anything energy-wise that you want to call in for this ritual is a really good time to do that, because we're burning the discs here and we're starting to set the energy of the space. First and foremost, before all of this, I have cleansed my space with sage and garden sage that I've grown in my garden. Or any kind of sage that you can get your hands on is really good to cleanse the space first, and then we can start this. So I've anointed my candles here too. And also what I like to do with the candles, so especially if I say this is what you want to release, I would also, and what I've done in this is, you can get a little pin and you can just write down like fear or their name, if it's a person you want to release, anything like emotionally that you want to release from this attachment. I would go and etch it into the candle here. So that's a really good way to really get into the mindset of some of the emotions you want to heal in yourself. And with this one here, with this candle here, if this is you, I'm going to etch in what I want to bring in, or what I want to change with this situation here. So this is where I would write, I want to manifest confidence. I want to bring in confidence into this situation. I want to bring in and attract love, and I want to change this energy bond to love and acceptance as well. And that's what I would etch in onto this. So self-care, you know, if this situation, this bond really had a unhealthy relationship when it came to looking after yourself, I would probably write in self-care into that as well. Also crystals as well. So you can see I've got a couple of crystals here. I've got rhodonite and I've got selenite. So I've got the cleansing properties of selenite here, and rhodonite is just going to help the healing of the emotional energies in this situation as well. So I've popped that there, and we've got the quartz crystal here, which amplifies all those energies as well. Okay. All right, so I've got the discs burning away. Another thing that I think is really helpful when it comes to this ritual is I love to bring in my tarot cards, my divination cards here. So for this, so say this event had a really traumatic experience associated with it, I might bring out the Tower. So I've got the Tower here. So the Tower can represent a really catastrophic type of situation. So I might just sit that here in the middle of everything. So I'm just sitting this here in front of my cauldron. And in front of your candles, if you've got a person you're wanting to release and they're reminding you of something, a particular card in the tarot deck. So for example, the Knight of Wands. So if you know what star sign they are, so for example, if they're a fire sign, you might use the red candle to represent that fiery sign as well. So you might bring that out. So we've got the Knight of Wands here. So say there was someone that were incredibly charming and they really drew you in, and this is who you think of in this situation. I will just sit this here in front of this candle here. And say you're wanting to really bring back that sense of confidence into yourself and independence, you might want to bring in the Nine of Pentacles here. So she's someone who is incredibly confident and incredibly independent. So you might want to bring her in here for your energy in your candle. So here we are, we've got the two energies here, and we've got the bond, and you're wanting to, because I really like to think of this spell or ritual as taking back your power. So we're bringing in all that beautiful positive energy into this candle here that represents you, and we're releasing and healing any negativity and anything that is no longer good for you in this energy here. So fear and that self-doubt and all that sort of stuff here, we're releasing that here. So you can see why this is quite a powerful ritual, because every single step is really thought about along the way here. So we've got the discs burning away there. So now for a bit of oomph, you can use any kind of incense you want, anything that you're mostly drawn to. I love dragon's blood for rituals and spells and things. So I'm going to put in some dragon's blood here. Whoopsie daisy. I've got a bit of a cut in this bag here. All right. Beautiful. So that's burning. So as you can see there, all right, lots of burning and everything happening there. Okay. So now with this bond here, I'm going to bring in a whole lot of positivity into this. So instead of thinking of this bond like a really negative, terrible, horrible thing, so say this person called you fat and unhealthy, for example. I'm going to write down healthy and full of vibrance. So I'm going to fold that up, and you can use a little herb like, you know, maybe rosemary or thyme or something like that, and you can put that into it, because this energy is going to be going in along with this herb here, and it's going to purify and cleanse away anything that is no longer required as well. So we're going to bring in really positive, beautiful energy into this. So you can fold that up and put that in there into your cauldron. Now, say you want to bring in new, so say you want to bring back the ability to trust in somebody again. So you might put that trust and that sense of healing of the heart center as well. So trust and emotional balance. So you might tear that away, and then you can get some leaves or something there. So you want to bring in that. Now, alternatively, what you can do along with this, instead of bringing in what you want, you can cleanse away what you don't want with this bond and burn that away as well. So there's two different ways you could do it. I wouldn't recommend the attracting and the releasing at the same time, because that's probably too much to ask of one spell to do. I would recommend either do the attracting of what you want or do the releasing of what you want. But I do think the attracting of what you want with this spell is a lot more beneficial, because we're trying to repair this connection and also send away the energy that is no longer valid as well. So I would recommend here writing down what you really, really want. All right, so thinking about that. So then what I would do is I put the lid on the cauldron here and just let that burn away for a while. Okay, and then after this is the time for your meditation here. So here is the time. Now I'll light these candles. So lighting these candles, and then you can put on a meditation, maybe a guided one if you want to do some real healing, like something that is going to be really, really beautiful and healing for you. Like 432 hertz meditations. There's lots of those online, and there's lots of different ones that are really directed at healing. And I would suggest what you do is just sit here for a while and really go into the healing, and to see what your guides are going to bring through in this meditation here for you, in the way of helping to heal yourself, your emotional self, your mental self, and also if this has impacted you physically as well. So thinking about bringing back all that healing energy into your body, so you can send away the energy that is no longer needed or required from this. Okay, so you go through that. And then, all right, so we've gotten to the point where we've done our meditation, we've gotten our guidance and messages here, and we're really attracting what we want back into our lives. Okay, so here now is the cutting part. So here, this is where you can either cut, or you can just untie the knot if you like as well. There's that as well, because untying or cutting, it's whatever really attracts you most. Cutting it away is kind of like, well, we're not really cutting it, we're sending it back. So what I will do here is just send it back, and you can sort of swirl it around if you like, and then you can point the string back to them, so that you've sent it back to them, and you have your energy here, and it's all been healed, and it's got all these lovely intentions set with it now, and it goes back to you. So you can even just sit it underneath, and it's like, here you are taking your power back here, and you can let those intentions just burn away here. So here you can see that you've got all your power back here with this spell, with this ritual. You've taken back your power. You no longer are manipulated or controlled by this power anymore, and this is you with your own energy balanced and back again, and you've healed that energetic bond, and it's separated, and you've pushed it back away, that negativity that is no longer required in your life. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful for you guys today, and I hope it makes sense to you, because I think a releasing and a healing ritual such as this is just so important. And it's not just cutting away and, just like severing the connection, and it's about healing the connection. And that's what I really believe with these types of rituals. It's a healing the connection, and it's a step closer, because you may need to do this a few times. Like, it may not be the first time that you just feel totally like a huge amount of difference. It is a very much a healing thing that needs to be done. I suppose if you think about it, the bigger the situation, the longer it is it's going to take you to heal from it. So really, sorry, I'm just going to move this away a little bit. There we go. And point that in another direction. It is a process. Healing is a process. So I do recommend that you don't do this until you're ready, because it's going to really, really manifest some healing that needs to come up, and it might just erupt before you're ready, or it will just do nothing. So you really want to think about this before you do it first, because the more ready you are to do this, the better the result you're going to get from it. So I hope this was really helpful. I really enjoyed putting this video together for you guys today. And I would love to hear your thoughts, and if you've got anything you'd like to share about healing the bonds, energetic or toxic bonds that we've had to go through in our lives. So thank you so much, guys, and I will talk to you soon.